Hello, second graders. This is Shannon here to talk to you about genre. This week, the types of stories we will be reading are narrative nonfiction. Narrative nonfiction. I know in previous weeks we have been reading fiction stories, and fiction stories were made up stories. So nonfiction means they're not made up, they are real and true. So I'm going to remember that nonfiction is real, true. It is not made up. Let's go to the next slide to learn more about narrative nonfiction. Narrative nonfiction is about real people, things, or events. It is told by a narrator. Narrator. A narrator is someone who is not a part of the story. It's someone who is telling the story of someone else. Also, narrative nonfiction books can have photos and captions to help us understand. So narrative nonfiction is about real people, things, or events, is told by a narrator, so it's not told by a character or person in the story, it's told by someone else. And it can have photos and captions. Let's look at an example. This is a story you're going to be reading with me in a little bit. This is titled A Fire Dog. I see that this story has pictures with captions. I can see that it is about a real, true person or event. It is about a real fire dog named Wilshire. And it is told by a narrator. It is not told from the perspective of Wilshire, the fire dog, and it's not told from the perspective of another firefighter. It's told from a narrator, someone who is not a part of the story. They are telling it to you. So that is a quick review about narrative nonfiction. And as we read this week our other stories, I want you to be thinking about how you know a story is a narrative nonfiction. Remember those 3 key points to have a story be narrative nonfiction.